Hello my dear students, I am B.S. Pandey, your physics lecturer. My dear students, today we are in series of standard 12 video lecture. Here my dear students, we are going for the lecture number 81 and we have studied about the sharpness of resonance. Today we are going to discuss about the quality factor. And then after we will conclude today's lecture with the LC oscillation. Alright, it is the LC oscillation, that is the oscillation of energy in two very specific devices, it is inductor and capacitor. Alright my dear students, so let me start today's lecture. It is lecture number 81 of alternating current. Lecture number 81. It is chapter number 7 of NCERT, alternating current. So, my dear students, we are going to start today with the topic, it is quality factor. Quality factor, it is denoted by Q. Sometimes it is written as the Q factor. Alright, my dear students, if you remember this graph of current and frequency and omega, for this omega naught, you must remember this is the I naught and this was the specific graph. Okay my dear students, yes, this was the graph. This is the peak current we are getting at this point, and then we discuss that we consider frequency band at the RMS value, that is the IRMS, and the two frequency, it is omega 1 and omega 2. I hope you remember this was the delta omega and this one also delta omega, whereas we have discussed this is as 2 delta omega as the frequency band or bandwidth. I hope you remember this value. Okay my dear students, but today we are going to study here the quality factor, which factor actually defines the quality of resonance LCR series circuit. Okay my dear students, whenever we talk about the quality factor, we are considering the LCR series circuit. It should be, remember, alright, it should be in your mind. So quality factor can be defined as the number of ways, remember students, okay, it can be defined as the number of ways, but the easiest way to define, and which is the very important, which is mentioned in NCERT even, you can define, it is the ratio. Q factor, it is the ratio, in short we can write the QF, it is the ratio of, remember you can write the definition as well, the resonance frequency, it was omega naught, resonance frequency to the frequency bandwidth, it is 2 delta omega. This is the quality factor, one definition of quality factor. Alright my dear students, we can define in this way, it quality factor as the omega naught divided by 2 delta omega. Alright, now there are a number of ways, as I told you, the next definition you can give, it can be defined as the ratio of, this quality factor can be defined as the ratio of inductive reactance, alright, inductive reactance, that is XL, per unit resistance of LCR series circuit, or it can be also defined as capacitive reactance per unit resistance of LCR series circuit. So these are the formula of quality factor. My dear student, we can obtain from here some standard equation for the quality factor. Here quality factor can be defined as, from this equation what we can write, XL is nothing but L times omega, am I right, divided by R. Which omega we are considering, my dear friends? Yes, of course we are considering here the resonance frequency. Remember, it is the resonance frequency. So we can also write this as L by R, and omega is nothing but, if you remember, it was 1 by root under LC. Alright, now you can see here in this formula you are having all the three devices L, C and R that are connected in LCR series circuit. Alright, my dear students, we can write here, after simplifying this, as this L will be the square under the root and L will be cancelled out, so it is 1 by R root under L by C. I hope you understand this quality factor equation. Okay, now if we proceed from the second definition of quality factor, that is from capacitive reactance, my dear students, then we can write as quality factor, it is XC, we know that 1 by C omega. Again this omega is resonance frequency, and we are having already the R. My dear students, we can write as the CR times, and omega is 1 by root under LC. It means root under LC will goes above 1 by root under LC. We can write in this way. Here again you can see the C can be written as a square C under root. Alright, so it is 1 by R root under this C is above and L square. Alright, the C square, it will be the cancel out, I think. So the L by C. From here again you can get the quality factor, it is the same. It means you can write using this two equation, you are getting here the same thing. You can write, my dear students, as the quality factor 1 by R root under L by C. You can see both the formula are similar. If you explain with the capacitive reactance or inductive reactance, remember this is the XL, that is the inductive reactance. Okay, my dear students. My dear students, suppose if you are required to find the delta omega, look at here clearly, if it is delta omega, alright, we will obtain this delta omega using this equation and this one. Alright, how? So look at here, because there is a question in NCERT right now we will solve, in which you have to find this delta omega also. Okay, so my dear friends, look at here carefully. Student, if you are going to find out here delta omega, could you write this one, the Q factor, which is omega naught, and remember what is this omega naught? This omega naught is nothing but the resonance frequency. Suppose this is omega naught divided by 2 delta omega. We are going to find out here the delta omega. So the delta omega can be written as omega naught divided by 2 into Q. And what is this Q? Yes, this quality factor, in short we have written Q. Alright. So this delta omega can be also written as the omega naught divided by 2 times quality factor. We can write here, look at here, L omega by R. Alright, L omega divided by R. What we can write? Delta omega, as this omega cancel out, and R by 2L. So whenever you want to find out the frequency band either side from the maximum frequency, that is the resonant, not maximum but the resonant frequency, then this will be obtained by the R by 2L. Okay, in the graph, try to recall, this was the omega naught for the RMS value IRMS, this was the peak value I naught. Okay, this was the omega 1, this was the omega 2. So this is R by 2L, and this is also R by 2L. So what will be the 2 delta omega? So the frequency band can be also defined in terms of this value. It is the R by L. Alright. Yes, this is the frequency band, my dear friends. Now if you are having the frequency band, this 2 delta omega, that is R by L, whenever you will be asked to define the frequency band, alright, frequency band or the bandwidth, you can define it is the ratio of resistance per unit inductance. Remember, it is the resistance per unit inductance. If you can convert this formula by this quality factor as the 1 by, look at here, the second formula it was 1 by C omega R naught, then also you can find out the 2 delta omega from there. Okay, my dear students. So these are the very important formula. Let me solve few questions on the basis of this one. Alright, let me solve few questions. Let me rub this. I hope you remember this equation so that you will use directly in the questions. Okay, my dear student? Alright. So, let me solve few. First, we will solve very simple question and then we will solve here a question from NCERT. Here, LCR series circuit, we are having L, C and R. Under AC supply of frequency 50 Hz, alright, 200 millihenry capacitance, we don't have, resistance 10 ohm, alright, resistance is 10 ohm. Now your question, if power factor of this circuit is 1, if power factor is 1, then you have to find value of C. Okay, the first question you have to find value of C. Now the second question, you have to also find quality factor. You have to also find quality factor. Now my dear students, if you can solve this question, try to solve by yourself. So my dear students, let me solve this question. Here, if power factor is 1, what does it mean, my dear students? It means if power factor is 1, then cos phi, it is equals to 1, which is R by Z. Am I right? Which is R by Z. It means impedance is equals as the resistance. Impedance is equal as the resistance, and if impedance equal the resistance, then frequency of that circuit, in this condition we know that the circuit is considered to be in resonance condition, and in resonance condition we know that omega, it is 1 by, or the omega square is equals to 1 by L times C. From here we can obtain the value of C, my dear student. C can be written as 1 by L omega square. Do we have the value of L? Yes, we are having, it is 200 10 to the power minus 3, 200 mH millihenry. Omega, it is how much? 50 Hz. And we can write this omega as a 2 pi f It means 2 pi f, it is 50 and square. Alright. After my calculation, my dear students, using my calculator, I can write this value. It is 200 times 400 square. Now this can be written as the 50 microfarad. You can solve. You will get the value. It is as 50 microfarad. Alright, my dear students. Now the second question, that we have to find the quality factor. Okay. So for quality factor, my dear students, second question we have solved first question. Now the second question, quality factor, we know that. Do you remember the formula? Right now I have obtained 1 by R root under L over C. Do we have the values? Yes, we have calculated the value of C as well. L we are having already. So 1 by R, it is 10 times L, it is 200, 10 to the power minus 3, divided by C, we have calculated here the 50 microfarad, that is minus 6. Okay. After solving this, you will get 6.32. This is the quality factor of the circuit. Alright. Yes. So my dear students, you can note down this one. So the next question from NCERT, my dear student, let me discuss. Okay, now the question, it is LCR series circuit LCR under AC supply. Okay, my dear students, here the value of L, C and R's are given. The L, it is 0.12 Henry. It is 0.12 Henry. C, it is 480 microfarad. 480 microfarad. And the resistance, it is connected 23 ohm. 23 ohm. I am writing the data from NCERT, 23 ohm. All these values are given. Alright. Under a variable frequency supply, here the frequency is variable. Remember, this is variable, not the constant. Variable frequency supply. Okay, my dear students. Now you have been asked, what is the, in first question, there are a number of questions. In first question I am asking, what is the source frequency for which current amplitude is maximum? You have to find, in first question, F for which current amplitude is maximum. So the maximum, you have to find the source frequency. Alright. And also you have to obtain that maximum value. Alright. You have to obtain that maximum value. Also, okay, let me write this. The second question, also obtain maximum value. Which maximum value? Current amplitude maximum value you have to obtain. First, you have to find the frequency of source for which the current should be maximum, and then you have to find that maximum current. Alright. Now, in second question, my dear students, it has been asked, what is the source frequency for which average power absorbed by the circuit is, alright, maximum. Second, you have to find the frequency, alright, frequency again for which as current amplitude maximum, so for which power is maximum, and also you have to find maximum power, and also you have to find that maximum power. Okay, this is the second question. And the third one, for which frequency, alright, for which frequency of the source power transfer to the circuit, alright, power transfer, it is half the power transfer to the circuit, it is half the power at resonant frequency, half the power at resonant frequency, alright, resonant frequency. So this three question you have to solve. In this question also it was asked, what is the current amplitude at this frequency, and also current amplitude will be what will be the current amplitude. So these are the question. If you can solve, my dear students, try to think over these three questions which are very, very important. Okay, one by one I will solve these three questions. So let me solve the first question. My dear students, we know that at which frequency current amplitude will be maximum, that is known as the resonant frequency. Okay, we know that is the resonant frequency, and that is omega, it is 1 by root under LC, or it can be also written as a 2 pi f, and we have to find this value of f. So it is f equals to 1 by 2 pi root under LC. Do we have the value of L? Yes, it is 0.12, and C it is 480 10 to the power minus 6 microfarad. Alright, after calculation you will get a value of, it is 663 hertz. 663 hertz. To save the time, my dear students, already I have calculated this value. It is 663 hertz. Alright, now maximum current amplitude. What will be the maximum current amplitude, my dear students? We know that maximum current amplitude, it is I naught is E naught divided by R. Alright, E naught divided by R. Why we have written this R? Of course we know that it is Z. Alright, but at resonance condition this should be equals to R. Alright, it is equals to R, and we have the value. We can write this one also as ERMS root 2 times ERMS divided by R. Could we write, my dear student? Yes, we can write root 2 times it is ERMS. In question I left to give the value, it is 230 volt as ERMS given. 230 volt. Alright. So after the calculation, root 2, it is 1.4, 230 divided by 23. How much you will get here? It is 14. It is 414, so 14.1 ampere. This is the amplitude of current. So this is the answer of the first question. Now let me solve the second question, my dear students. The power absorbed you have to find. Now the power absorbed is also maximum at resonant frequency. We know that, and we got that resonance frequency as 663, and the current at that frequency we have calculated 14.1. It is 14.1. Alright. So what we can write the power? If we talk about the average power, my dear students, then we can write the average power as it is P average half times I square times R. Am I right? It is the actually we are talking about the maximum power. Alright, it is the maximum power, and then we can put the values. It is half 14.1 square R, it is given 23. After this calculation, my dear students, you will get 2300 watt as the average power. Okay, my dear students, this is the average power. So next question, it is, remember, it was to calculate the frequency at which the power is this one. So we know that the power will be maximum for that frequency. Which frequency? The resonant frequency. And the answer remains same. The resonant frequency becomes the 663 that we have calculated. This one 663. So here the frequency again it will be the 663. Alright. Now the third question let me solve. For frequency range, we know that, my dear students, as I told you, if we have to find the frequencies, alright, in third question we have to find the frequencies for the power is half the maximum power. Okay, so let me solve that question, my dear students. If you will recall that graph, you will find the answer of this question. Okay. So try to recall that graph, my dear students. We have to find the frequency, and there will be two frequency. Okay, one it is omega 1, that is the f1, and another f2. Try to recall this graph. This is omega naught and the two frequency. This is the I naught and this is the IRMS. Of course, the power will be the half the maximum power at this point, and you have been asked this frequency, that is omega 1 and omega 2. If we have calculated this omega, what we have calculated? Omega naught, sorry, the f naught we have calculated as 663 Hertz. Alright, if we successfully obtain this delta f and this delta f, that is the 2 delta f, then our work will be easy. We will add and subtract this delta f from this value and we will have the two frequencies. Alright, so we are going to do the same. What we have studied, my dear students, to find delta omega r by 2l. There is a formula, delta omega, it is r by 2l. Do you remember? Or it can be written as 2 pi delta f, that is r by 2l, or delta f we can write r by 2l times 2 pi. Alright, so after solving this value, already we are having the value of r. It is 23 divided by 4, 2 2s are 4, l it is 0.12 and pi 3.14. You will get this value as calculated. I have calculated 15.2 Hertz, this delta f. So what will be the frequencies, my dear students? One frequency f1, this is f1 and this is f2, So F1 will be 663 plus 15.2. Sorry, this is the F2, and F1 will be 663 minus 15.2 in hertz. Okay, so these are the two frequency. Now last question, it was asked to find the quality factor also. So this is the last. What? Quality factor. Do you remember the formula of quality factor? It was omega L by R, and this omega is nothing but the omega naught. Already we have calculated omega. It can be written as 2 pi f naught times L by R. We are having the value of f naught 663. We are having the value of L 0.12, R 23. After the calculation, my dear students, you will get the quality factor as the 21.7. Okay, and this is the answer. So this was the very interesting question of NCERT. From this one question, you got the concept of many things. Okay, my dear students. Now, since we are running late with this particular questions, we have solved in very relaxed mode. That's why already the time has gone. My dear student, in next class I will start LC oscillation, and we will discuss the concept of LC oscillation. Okay, my dear student. So this is all about today's lecture, my dear students. Thank you very much.